The Obama administration says the Islamist terror group ISIS is a bigger threat now than al-Qaeda was before 9/11. And President Obama's top military advisors say the U.S. can only contain ISIS, not eliminate it.
ISIS threatens to kill more American hostages after executing journalist James Foley. Eyewitnesses in Iraq this morning say ISIS militants stoned a man to death in the city of Mosul. Margaret Brennan is at the Pentagon, where officials say all options against ISIS are now on the table. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Senior Pentagon officials say ISIS is an imminent threat, and defeating it requires airstrikes in both Iraq and Syria. But they gave no indication that President Obama is about to approve them. ISIS combines violent ideology with sophisticated military strategy and enough money to carry out its agenda, which puts it a caliber above any terror group that the U.S. has faced. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel.
Oh, this is beyond anything that we've seen. So we must prepare for everything. And the only way you do that is you take a cold, steely, hard look at it and get ready.
So far, the U.S. military strategy has been limited to defending personnel and U.S. facilities, not hunting ISIS leaders, which may change. That includes going after terrorist safe havens across the Iraqi border, inside neighboring Syria, where ISIS controls territory. On Thursday, the highest-ranking officer in the U.S. military, General Martin Dempsey, said defeating ISIS requires hitting its fighters inside of Syria.
ISIS will only truly be defeated when it's rejected by the 20 million disenfranchised Sunni that happen to reside between Damascus and Baghdad.
And that requires airstrikes?
It requires a variety of instruments, only one small part of which is airstrikes.
Long-term success, he said, requires an international coalition to fight ISIS and convincing locals to reject it. But in an email sent to James Foley's family just days before the video of his beheading surfaced, ISIS threatened to strike back at any attempts to stop it. It read, "You and your citizens will pay the price of your bombings," the first of which being the blood of the American citizen, James Foley. And the hunt is still on for those hostages and their captor. Foley's executioner, according to U.S. intel, has not been in U.S. custody, but he does have known links to other terror groups. And intel has a good idea of who he is.
Margaret Brennan at the Pentagon, thank you very much.